So you ever look around at people and think to yourself, man, is this really how people are living their life? And yeah, it's a common way to live life. You know, you get in the car in the morning, you go to work, you sit in a 40-minute commute, and you get to work, you say hi to all your colleagues, like, hey, how's the weekend? It's Monday. Sipping their like six coffee from that morning. And everyone just seems to have a really pessimistic attitude about everything. Everyone looks tired. Everyone looks stressed. Everyone just looks always, always in a freaking rush for everything. You know what I mean? You go to work for 7 hours and you're rushing. You're getting through all your responsibilities and your mundane tasks that you have to do throughout the day, and then you have to go and sit in that silly commute that you already sat in the morning, and then you go home and then you repeat the same cycle, and then you go to work and have the exact same conversations at the exact same time every day, and like, oh, it's Monday, oh, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. It's the same lifestyle. Everyone's tired, everyone's stressed out, and you can literally walk through the hallways at work and you can see it in people's eyes. You can see how just their nervous system is so stressed all the time, and they're just in a constant state of stress, and it's almost like they're conditioned to think like this is a normal way to live your life. And yeah, I was in that too. I lived in that state of mind too, and you do it for so long and you start to think it's normal. This is just the way life is. You wake up in the morning, you gotta rush your kids out of the door to get to school, and you gotta rush to commute, and just like you have literally no time to sit. There's no space to yourself where you can sit and think and let your mind wander and just have quiet time. But it's like we're so conditioned to always be on all the time. And so when we're actually not on, when we don't have to be on, and we could take the time to ourselves to sit and think, it's like we don't even know what the hell to do with ourselves. Because we're always looking at the next thing. Okay, we've done this task. Okay, then we got to go to this task. And then it's like, you know what you can do? You can actually sit and just have a coffee and enjoy yourself for a second. And stop running to the same task. And it's like modern society and the way we live. It's like it's weird. It's such a weird normal way to live. Like this, when we're kids and we go to school and we grow up, and this is our future. Well, even as kids, it's the same thing. It's kids. You start going to school, and then you have this activity before school, and then this activity after school, and your schedule, even as a kid, is so freaking jam-packed with stuff. Even as kids, they don't have time to breathe or time to think, have time to themselves, have time to be bored a little bit, have time to be creative or do what they want to do. They have no time. So they get conditioned at a very young age, and then they become teenagers, and then they become adults. And you think like, oh, this is the way to live life. And you're never home. You're always tired. You're always rushing into doing the next thing. And it's just like, it's so stupid. You're always stressed. You didn't sleep well. You're always up late at night. I got to get some time to myself, so I got to stay up on my phone for a little longer than I intended because I want my evening. It's just, that's it. And then, well, we get old, and then we collect our pension, and then we retire, and finally, now we can have some freaking downtime. It's like, finally, and then you're too old to like really enjoy it. And then you look back and like, oh, you wasted 40 years, being stressed out and commuting and working, and for who? For what? For someone looking for someone else's validation? Who cares? Who gives a shit? Who cares what other people think? Once you kind of remove yourself from that, you realize like, man, I was living that life for years. And you just think that's just such a normal way to live. And it just. But you only realize that after you detach from it. That. Thanks for watching, guys.